You climb into that ring, and you never know when it could be your last time getting into a ring.
And the Punisher this time misses.
Ominous words from former wrestler and now Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura, a man who risked his life in the ring during an 11-year career. Ventura speaks with supreme authority on the life and death world of professional wrestling. Governor Ventura and wrestling fans all over the country were stunned when World Wrestling Federation star Owen Hart died during a spectacular stunt that was more circus act than sport.
No one's really been clear about what exactly happened. There was a safety harness, it released, and he fell, whatever it was, 72 feet to his death. The show went on, and it was very ugly. I mean, it was a very sad incident.
Ironically, when Hart died, he wasn't wrestling. He was making a grand entrance, being lowered into the center of the ring to wild applause when he plummeted onto the hard ring surface and broke his neck.
Well, these rings are hard. You can look at all these rings. You can take your camera. I'd invite you to do so. We'll lift it up. You look into the thing and you won't see no springs here. What you see is steel and wood.
I just felt a real sense of ugliness because there was more concern over the negative press from the story of Owen Hart's death than actually Owen Hart's death.
Hook up. Hook up.
To cheat the angel of death, pros in training are taught to execute all the right moves. At a WCW facility in Atlanta, Georgia, called the Power Plant, wrestlers are put through the paces by Buddy Lee Parker, a barking drill instructor they call Sarge.
6, 7, 8, 9. You got to be in shape. You got to be in the best shape of your life. That's why I push these guys so hard, is because I know what it takes to be one of the best in this business.
Under Sarge's ferocious tutelage, these wannabe wrestlers suffer through workouts that rival Marine Corps boot camp.
I have personally been in the ring and got hurt, and I didn't feel the pain. And usually, a lot of times, that's what happens is the guys get so hyped up and the crowd gets them going so much that they don't feel it till later.
Students and teachers agree the best health insurance policy is rigorous training. Hands-on education and discipline are survival necessities, but they're not fail-safe. Just listen to this painful catalog of wrestling injuries.
I've had 2 neck surgeries. I got the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th vertebrae taken out of my neck. I got a steel plate. I got it fused. It ended my career.
I've had some bruised ribs where it hurt to breathe for a week or 2. Had some bruised forearms where I couldn't grab anything.
The law of physics, I mean, things are just going to break and injuries are going to occur. I actually landed on my elbow and chipped the joint and tore the back half of the rotator.
I got hurt before. I blew out my calf. Somebody hit me in my calf, and I couldn't wrestle for like 6 weeks.
I've had my head bashed open a few times, countless numbers of stitches, broken bones. I've been dropped directly on my head a few times, lost feeling in my arms for a short period of time, blown out knees, blown out ankles, you name it, I've had it.
If these hard-bodied pros are breaking bones, what about kids and teenagers who try this stuff at home?
My advice to anybody out there, any child, kid, if just because you see it, don't ever, ever try to do this, ever. Because this is something that pros do, and something that we're trained and taught how to do.
I think pro wrestling is a great thing for kids to watch, very entertaining, but they have to know that it's professionals that are trained to entertain you. And all parents should let their kids know that if you're going to watch pro wrestling, just sit there, be entertained, love the show, but don't try it at home.
This is Brett the Hitman Hart. I want to talk to all the kids out there doing this backyard wrestling.
This public service announcement comes from the WCW.
Leave the rough stuff to the pros.
But is their warning persuasive to the kids who really need to get the message?
I got kicked in the back of the head by accident. I got a little concussion, small concussion. Every match you get like bruises, bumps every time. Like most of them maybe like a concussion.
You can find kids like Mario and Jonathan in backyards in all 50 states, imitating the pros by jumping off roofs and smashing each other with mom's pots and pans like the whiz-bam superheroes they see on TV. The main reason these young imitators get hurt, psychologists say, is they don't realize that the primetime lords of the ring are acting out perfectly timed routines as carefully choreographed as any classical ballet or Broadway chorus line.
Parents should definitely, like, tell their kids, like, you know, you shouldn't do this. This isn't real. It's all staged, you know, like, they're professionals. They know how to fall. They know how to do this.
To assume that kids, because you have told them something is not real, is an absolute fallacy. Kids can't make that distinction, and it can be an absolute tragedy.
While pros often climb out of the ring unscathed, trying this stuff at home often lands children and teenagers in the hospital.
I was hurt bad. I lost some blood, and that's really it.
We realize we could get hurt, but we still do it because we like it and it's fun.
These boys are the lucky ones. They at least live to tell the tale. Coming up next, a heart-wrenching case from Yakima, Washington. 12-year-old Jason Whala body slammed his baby cousin with a move called the jackknife powerbomb.
I hate him. I hate him. And there's no way ever that I will ever forgive him for what he did.
2 young lives and an entire family destroyed. The chilling details when we come back.